Good evening, Ravi.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for
Yeah,
sending the request and for being a part of this series. How are you
yeah,
today?
I'm pretty well.
How was the day for you?
It's going fine. Everything is going great. So well.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
So we can begin with a self-introduction. I'm meeting you the first time, and
yes.
you can tell me something about you and also why you really wanted to be a part of the conversation with me. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, my name is Ravi Shankar, and I was born and raised in Andhra Pradesh. I have done all my education in Ongole. It is located in Andhra Pradesh. Uh, I have been working in IT industries. It's been almost 2 years has been done. Yeah,
Wow.
it's coming to my hobbies. When I leisure time, usually talking with peoples. I am really loving to talking them and enhance
Okay.
my communication skills as well. Yeah,
Okay.
that is all about me. Yeah,
Right, right. Okay. So, you like talking to people, and probably that is the reason why you connected with me. Okay,
yeah,
great. Great to meet you. Your hobbies, what are your hobbies? If you could just elaborate, what do you do when you get free time apart from speaking to people?
yeah. Was watching movies and talking to peoples.
Okay,
Yeah,
right. So, what are the things that you do to enhance English? Anything that you do these days to help build your communication skills apart from speaking?
yeah. Firstly, I had installed this some English apps as well, like some AC Fluency, ACV, some other
Okay,
Twitter also suggests me these apps is very helpful for you to enhance your communication. So that
okay,
I had installed. I have tried many times to connect with people and at least 10 to 15 minutes talk to them.
okay,
First of all, I overcome my fear and nervousness in front of talking people. On first day onwards, coming to this day, I'm little bit comfortable and confident while
okay,
talking to the peoples as
okay,
well.
okay.
Yeah, usually I listen some podcast and some English cartoon conversation stories. It's a really helpful for
Okay.
me as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very easy way adopt the consume English content as well
Okay.
as while we talking them I can use the those kind of words
Okay.
on this
Right.
conversation. Yeah,
Great.
that's it.
So you have been into the IT field for almost 2 years, and you're also from Andhra Pradesh. So just
Yes,
one
yes.
small question. There are a lot of people taking sessions from me from the IT field. What is that one word that comes to your mind when you think of IT sector? How is your life to describe in one word about the IT people, about their work specifically?
Yeah, it's some challenges are there and
Challenging.
yeah, challenging on daily
Okay.
basis. It's one kind of challenge. Everyone should be face it and learning something new from there.
Okay. Updating, always updating.
Yeah,
Updating is
always to
mandatory. Yeah, because you deal with
yeah,
new software, technology, and all
yeah.
that. Okay, okay, right.
Um,
Okay, so I'm quite fascinated. Even when you send me the email, I love reading newspapers, watching movies. So even now you
yes,
spoke about watching movies and even listening to
yeah,
podcast. So do you
yeah.
use a
Reading is
sub reading newspaper
yeah,
also? Yeah.
yeah. So yes,
Right. So do you use the
yeah,
subtitles while watching movies? Do you use the
yes, yes.
subtitles while listening to podcast?
Yeah, listening broadcast and at the same time I watched a Netflix web series English movies only. That
Okay.
time the that sentence words are I note down in my notepad and again repeat
Okay.
it again.
You repeat it.
Yeah,
So do
for
you
me.
always use the subtitles or at times do you switch it off when you're able to understand?
Yeah. Sometimes I switch it off because boring. Sometimes I felt like
Ah, okay. Okay.
total.
So
Oh,
boring
yeah,
means like maybe you have to read and then look at what's happening on the
yeah,
at the visual.
yeah,
So looking at the visual and then reading the subtitle can be a bit boring. That's what you're trying to
yeah, yeah.
say. Okay, okay.
Yes.
So can we just discuss about some of because you're already into language learning and enhancing communication skills. Can we think
Yes,
of
sir.
some disadvantages of always being dependent on subtitles? Like this will be helpful for the beginners and the intermediate learners. So you told me
Yes.
boring. How does it become boring and what happens when you always depend on the subtitles? If you can just give me
Uh,
two, 3 points.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because while we watching that movie, and sometimes content is we clearly sometimes easily understanding what they are
Okay.
talking to each other English language. That time
Okay.
subtitles we see at the same time the conversation, it's a little bit confused that time. At the same time, yeah, why we always looking titles and lip sync, they are a
Okay.
little bit boring
Okay.
that time. I felt like not it's only for me, not others.
Okay, so that is what
Oh
you
yeah.
feel. Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah, yeah,
And when you watch movies, you're able to get words and you take note of words, maybe some good phrases, and we can use that in the
yeah.
conversation as well, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and web series means it's always the native speakers, most of the time, the native speakers. So you get the
Yeah.
pronunciation. What are the podcasts that you love watching? Can you name one podcast that is like useful for language learners? Anything that can be watched by beginners and intermediate learners.
Yeah, it's a new English, some cartoons broadcasts are there. It's sometimes
Okay,
of conversational videos are there, cartoon
okay.
conversations. Yeah, it's really helpful for me. Yeah.
Animated
Yeah,
conversational
animated, sorry.
videos.
Yeah, yes,
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 yeah.
yes. True, true. And they use very simple and standard English also. It's understandable by everyone, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Then
okay.
going forward, we can improve TED Talks, whatever. Then
Yeah,
there are
yeah.
many platforms, right?
Very true, very true. So I'll just share the screen to encapsulate whatever you said. I hope you can see the screen here. It is just a simple one. Can you see these two bubbles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
as you said, I just want to emphasize on this. You know, when you use subtitles all the time, as you rightly said, we become dependent on the sentences and whatever we see. So probably you will not be able to enjoy the movie completely or the web series that you're watching. Okay.
Yeah,
So if
sometimes
it
I feel.
yeah, so if you're able to understand some words, it's better to switch off the subtitles. And one more thing is it reduces the listening power. You
Yes,
know, listening
yes.
power gets reduced because only if you listen, you will learn. Listening and
Yes, yes.
reading, both are important. So you would be familiar with this. Listening helps you a lot, and that's why you're able to use some of the words and phrases. And
Yes,
in
yes.
turn, what happens? You will not improve your pronunciation. When you don't listen, when you become too
Yeah.
dependent on the subtitles, you may not listen carefully, so pronunciation will not develop. This in turn affects the tone and the flow of sentences. Like we
Yes,
may
yes.
have monotonous way of speaking, we may not have pauses, necessary pause, such kind of
Yes,
things,
yes.
intonation, all that. And then it affects the confidence and accuracy of sentences, accuracy with the usages and all that. Then how do we understand? It's always good to use the subtitles, but then if you can switch off and listen to the context again, then it enhances,
Yeah.
it gives you all these additional benefits. That's what I feel as a trainer also, because I see a lot of people completely dependent on the subtitles, even when the content is easy. It's easily understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yes,
that's why I
yes.
asked you, because you said I love watching movies. Do you have any questions for me? Anything that you want to know?
Yeah, but I which is my comfortable day I can go through that way. Is there any alternate way? Did you find this after this talking? Many peoples are there, right? So many tutors you have been talking
Yeah,
from since your starting YouTube channel. Is there
yeah.
any easy way and listening this broadcast? Everyone should be talking to me. I mean, said doing the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what is the feedback that you have got from, you said you are taking a lot of sessions from different people, from maybe
yeah,
tutors and co-learners also. So can you give me 3 things that they have told you? Okay, Ravi, work on these things. So what are the things that you have to work on? Can you tell me that? And then I'll give you the constructive feedback.
yeah. Sure. Yeah, one of YouTube tutor has given. She has given me feedback. Your lips is not opening fully. I mean, open up clearly, sentence,
Okay,
pronounce the words clearly.
okay,
Yeah, You are overcome in that fear in front of talking in mirror. Sometimes our recording yourself in this mobile as well. Speak
Mm-hmm.
loudly. That context, your pronunciation as well improved, and
Okay.
memorizing those words as well.
Okay.
She said, and another tutor is you just go your flow, whatever you want to talk, whatever to
Okay.
do. You know everything. You have a matured person, right? Right now, you know what we do, where we do. You self
Okay.
motivate person.
I'll give you the constructive feedback now. So let me begin with your strength. Okay. Strength means
Yeah,
something that you're very good at. So
yeah,
one thing is you're very confident, and also you are able to articulate words. See, some
yeah.
people will have strong mother tongue interference. So just
Yes, yes,
just listen to me very carefully so that you can work on this on your own. And I also feel that you're quite mature. You know your problems very well if it is
yeah,
given to you at the right time. Okay, if there is a condition there. So confidence is there, no fear of speaking. You are able to speak about your problems and also communicate to an
yes,
extent. Okay,
yeah.
now what are you supposed to do? The first thing is reduce your pace of speaking. Okay, now if you ask
Oh,
me, is there a standard pace? There is no standard pace, but sometimes you're rushing with the words. So what happens? All these beautiful words get swallowed.
yeah,
All these words get swallowed in the air. So reduce your
yeah.
pace. What is the advantage? What is the benefit of reducing the pace? You will be able to think and give clarity to your thought. The flow will coordinate with your thought. For example, when you tell
Okay.
me some tutors asked me to stand in front of the mirror and speak, or I'm working,
Yeah,
I'm speaking to different people. So have a good pace. It can be fast or slow, it's up to you. But don't
yeah.
rush with the words. So when you rush with the words, there is no clarity in the thought, not in the speech. What you're
Yes,
trying
yes.
to say comes out in bits and pieces. So some
Yeah, yeah.
keywords are coming out like mirror, front of the mirror, I do this, all this. So you're not a nervous person, you're not anxious, you're a very confident, matured learner. So in that
Yeah.
case, you focus on your strength, reduce your pace. That's the first thing. Second thing is,
Okay.
I know that you're taking a lot of sessions from different people. You have to focus on tenses. So
Yeah,
within
yeah.
this session, what I can tell you is we know only three tenses in any language, whether it's Telugu or English or Hindi,
Yes, yes,
present, past, future. Okay.
yes,
So
yes.
I'll give some examples. I've written down a few examples. I liking talking to people. Like sometimes you're using ing form twice. You can use
Yeah,
it, but here I like to talk to people, or I like talking to people. I like making conversation. So look at the
yeah,
difference. It's clear, even if you don't
yeah.
go very slow like me. Okay. Now, purposely, I reduced my pace for you to understand. I like talking to people, or this is something I
Right.
do after coming from work. I like making conversations with different people.
I,
Okay, so
yeah,
there you cannot go wrong with the ing form because you know where it's supposed to be
yeah.
used. Present
Yes, yes.
continuous is always used when you speak about something that's going on. But at the same
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
if you have one more verb, that verb should have another form.
Yes,
So
yes.
I like talking to people. So talking is a gerund here, ing form.
Yeah,
You're speaking
yeah, yeah.
about talking, it is a verb that acts like a noun. I like
Yeah.
making conversations, having conversation like that. Or you can simply say, I like to talk to people. To talk is the infinitive, right?
Yes, yes.
The
Yeah,
second thing is while talking to them. So you're using this word while talking to them, or while I
yeah,
talk to them. Meanwhile, while something is happening, you do this. While talking to them, I have been working on these aspects of language. So while talking to them, while listening to music, to should be added. Okay, and the
yeah, yeah.
usage of while. Then while we watching movies. So there is no, you don't have the, sometimes you're missing out on the auxiliary like are, is, was,
Yeah.
where. So while we watch movies or while we are watching movies, we have to be careful about, okay? Or you can simply say, while watching movies, I turn on the subtitles
Yeah.
if I'm not able to understand. But if it is
Yeah.
understandable, I don't turn on the subtitles. So here I have used long sentences, but I've reduced my pace and I'm clear about what I really want to tell you. That is communication. Even if you don't use very big words, This is the focus. This is where you can focus on. Yeah, then
Yeah,
you
sure.
spoke about a tutor, two, three tutors who asked you to maintain the natural flow of speech. That is great, you can. But I would say, because you're working on your communication skills, just slow down your pace. So you can say, she asked me, she told me, she gave me the
Yeah.
feedback that I have to maintain my natural, flow of speech. But at the same time, I can open my mouth and speak. Okay, so even if you don't open your mouth like this, wow, wow, like that, even if you don't do like that, you can bring out the words. Okay, some people have a
Yes.
style of, just opening your mouth this much. That is okay. But what is it that we have to focus on? The articulation of words. The last thing that you
Yes.
can do is read aloud.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
read aloud. Take any page, newspaper, half a page. If it is storybook, one page. Once upon a time, there lived a boy. Okay, or you can
Yes.
speak about whatever it is, whatever comes your way. The boy was very naughty. The boy was very naughty. Okay,
Yeah.
but he was studious. He was good in studies. So you slow down your pace and you read aloud. Just
Yeah.
bring clarity to your speech and focus on these aspects. You're confident, you have good body language, you don't have any nervousness, but your grammar should be worked upon and communication, two things. So we should take it
Yeah.
step by step and the pace. Still, if you face problems, you can come back to me. Okay, because if you want to be under the guidance of someone, you have to be for some time under me or some other tutor where he or she can help you for some time.
Yeah.
So work on these aspects. If you read and listen at a slower pace and then try to talk to yourself, it will definitely help you. Yeah,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
right.
much for your
Okay, so
feedback.
that's the thing. And you have a good, positive smile on your face all the time. So maintain that. Okay,
Yeah,
because some
sure.
people, when even if they're confident, they'll be like very serious about the way they speak. In between, you can smile, you can have a serious face also. But there is a lot of hope and energy when you're speaking. So tomorrow, when you
Yeah.
focus and speak, when you slow down the pace also, never let your energy go down. Maintain the same Ravi energy. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay, so it was great speaking to you. Thanks a lot for joining me. Right?
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a
Bye-bye.
great pleasure
Bye.
to me as well. Bye.
That's okay. Bye-bye.